Hey there, artists. We're going to be creating a value paper weaving art. You are only using colored pencils and making it look like it's weaved paper. Now, as we are drawing, if you are struggling, I still want you to try. I have a paper that's ready to go that you can use in the end to copy off of. But first, I want you to try. First thing is, take your paper, write your name. Don't actually write the word name. Write your actual name. Write your grade, first letter of your teacher's name, and your house color underneath. Please do that and thumbs up that you are ready for the next step. You're going to turn it over and make sure it's horizontal. Your clipboard should not be sitting like a regular clipboard. It should be horizontal sideways. You are going to start by using a ruler. I forgot mine at school, so I'm just going to use a thick paper. You're going to start by drawing a line, not right at the top. Leave like maybe 2 finger spaces from the top and draw a straight line. Make this next line a little bit wider. Then leave that same amount of space, draw another line. And then about the same amount of space, draw another line. We're going to pause the video between each step. We're going to do it again. So you should have drawn 6 lines, and every other one, draw a little line so you know that's the paper, and the other side is not the paper. Next, you are going to draw 6 more lines that are vertical. Space them out. Think about it as like paper. Count each line that you make. Make sure it is 6. Draw a line in every other. This next part is tricky, so we're going to look at the blue paper and think about how this paper is going over, but that paper is going under, so I erase those, and that goes over. Let's pause. Now, the next paper, it goes under, over, under. So because it's going under, I erase those top lines. Because it's going over, I erase the side lines. It's going under, I erase the top lines. Let's pause. Over, under, over, just like the top. So, because I'm trying to match, I erase those side lines. I erase the top lines. I erase the side lines. The background. What color is the vertical ribbons and what color is the horizontal ribbons? So think of 3 colors to work with. I don't recommend for your first time doing this that all of these are 6 different colors and your background's a different color. I think that's going to confuse you. Stick with 1 color for vertical, 1 color for horizontal, and 1 color for the background. And we are going to start with vertical color first. Leave everything else alone. Do not do the background. So what you want to think about is every time something is under something, there is a shadow. I know it's kind of hard to see, but you should see a shadow right here. You should see a shadow here. You should see a shadow here. A shadow here. It's kind of hard on this side, but maybe if I create some, there's a little shadow there and a little bit of a shadow there. That's all I want you to focus on right now. Do not worry about the color blue. Think about the color yellow as my purple on this art. Okay, and then I'm going to just kind of gently erase this. These are my the yellow ribbons, but I'm going to use purple instead. So now we're going to start the shading. I'm going to start with a colored pencil and press dark and take pressure off as I get to the end of the page. Because this paper is under a paper, that's why we do it. So pressure, Slowly take pressure off with your pencil, increase that pressure. Try to make sure to color in the same direction each time to avoid making it look like it's sloppy coloring. And then this one goes off the page as well. Now this one, this middle paper, this one is going over, under, over. So because that part is under the paper, that's where there's going to be shadow. And take pressure off. Anywhere where you see a paper under a paper, you will have shadow. And take pressure off. And then the last one, it's just like the first one. Do the exact same thing. Now, if you find a darker colored pencil, you can just go in where the shadow is and just put that right over there at the edges. Now, we are doing the horizontal lines. Anywhere you see a paper going over something, there's going to be a shadow underneath. So no shadow here, but there's a shadow under that paper. So I'm turning my paper just because I like coloring in that direction. So shadow, take off pressure, and I'm going to pretend that there's a paper over here at the end, even though it's not in my drawing, but I'm going to make a shadow as well. Pressure, take pressure off. And I am coloring in the opposite direction, but I'm really trying hard to not make it look like I've colored in multiple directions. Slowly take pressure off. And then same thing on the opposite side. Pressure, press hard, color hard. Slowly take pressure off. And increase as you get to the end. I think I made it too dark, but it's okay. And then slowly take pressure off. Let's look at that paper sculpture again. Under, there's a shadow. Over, there's a shadow. Under, as it goes under. So same thing. So same thing. There is a paper under. So dark to light, dark to light. Repeat that process. And just like I said, there will be an example for you to look off of, just so you can use that as a guide. Main thing is we are practicing value. And just kind of clean it up, kind of color in same direction. This last paper is just like the top paper, so we're going to copy that. This one is the easiest. Oh. And slowly take pressure off. Slowly take pressure off, add pressure. Perfect. Then if you find a darker colored pencil, you just take it and go in, add that. Really, if you use the complementary color, that would be ideal, but that's a whole nother lesson for another day. So just go in, take your dark color pencil, color, and take pressure off. Now for the background. Anywhere you look at this paper, you should see shadows. So you're going to create shadows on your paper to show that there's paper overlapping it. The whole idea is for it to look like a real paper weaving art. So whatever your bottom color is, your background color, first go ahead and clean all that up. Then think of your background color and press dark all around and slowly take pressure off. Dark all around, slowly take pressure off. Once you're done, you can find a darker color of that, but because I used yellow, I don't think there's a dark yellow, a darker yellow. So I just used just a hint of orange because that is in the warm color family, and just went in and did that. Technically, if you use the complementary color, it will look better, but like I said, that might confuse a bunch of people. Just, use a darker color from the colored pencil box. And that should be it. When it's time to clean up, make sure you pick up all your colored pencils, and those go in the colored pencil box. And make sure pencils and erasers go in the turquoise box.